Welcome to another edition of Thursday's weekly Aksys Stream. My name is Samifish. We're gonna do some shmups today. The best way to play a game is to have no idea what's going on. That's actually, you know what? I wholeheartedly believe in that. I feel like the fun part of like playing games and stuff is like legitimately just like heading into it like face first. And that's kind of it, like for better or worse on this stream. I do that quite a bit. Probably for worse for the most part, but I actually really enjoy that sort of like first reaction to playing games, you know? Like there's nothing more genuine than that, I think. You know what's crazy? Yeah, a lot of the times that's the problem though, right? Especially with older games. If you go back to older games where a lot of those games weren't built as well as they are now, right? Like, if you go back to those games, you realize that like a lot of those games are like not built with the idea of like clearing them easy, because they all needed replayability, you know? So it's like sometimes things are just hard. Yeah, exactly. It kind of fit into video games at the time, right? Like you bought like tips and tricks books, you know, talk to your friends about it. Like that was basically how people figured a lot of stuff out, right? Really not a thing right now. Like tips and tricks, like even if you're talking like early internet, right? Like stuff like game facts was like such a big deal. Oh, I took a lot of damage, shit. Ah! Ranged artillery. Alright.
Red Tiger.
I love the sounding the name. That's pretty sick. Oh, you can switch guns too? Hey, that's sick. Those are like, think about like how many different customizations you can have for a setup. I can't lie, that's pretty cool. I'm such a sucker for it. The music's super good. Music's super duper good. I'm a big fan. Oh, and now you can buy stuff. Alright. I love modes like this, by the way. This is the stuff I spend hours and hours on, like roguelike style stuff. I imagine like even although the runs are the same, like having something where you can do like constant runs on and like can constantly improve like slightly more and more is like that stuff's really cool. Yeah, it looks like it's a fire rate. It's not like a set amount of bullets. I thought it was because I was chasing the bullets a second ago, but I think it's the case. Oh, there's like time mode? That's sick. How'd I do that? I should probably figure out the controls. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna regen his shield. Oh, the shop's always different. The shop isn't always the same. I think one of the best things about shmups, honestly, is like the power creep is always really fun. Getting like more and more powerful weapons as you're going along and watching you shred things is like a tremendous, like you're just like, yeah, I feel so strong. This game is also not stingy with the power-ups. Big fan. Generally speaking, I think video games should make you feel cool. I will say, I know that other like shmups don't have a shield mechanic, and having the shield mechanic's really nice for someone like me who's like not a shmup vet. Oops, wrong button. So it makes me feel really good that like I can take a hit and not have it like ruin my game. I think that's like one of the most like the scary things about playing shmups is like you feel like that like getting in on like the ground level might feel difficult, but that makes it feel a lot easier. What is this? So there's a challenge mode? I kind of want to see what this is about too. Oh, I never tried this dude's technique. Hold on. What happened? Oh, I am negating all the projectiles around me. Ooh. Hold on. Oh, I ran out. I got 2 charges though. That was pretty cool. Alright, let me try this again. Yeah, that's really neat. I kind of really do like this ability though. Ah! Darn it. It's cool that you can get other people to play with this too. And since it's a Switch game, you know, you have 2 controllers on you at all times at least. I really like the music in this game. Let me tell you. That's really annoying. I do not like this ability. Alright, this track. Yeah, the music in this game is super duper good. What? What? I got sniped! I got sniped! What was that? And dude, it was like winding up. I was like, oh, okay, he's gonna do like a big wave thing. First hour down. Let's switch over to Quad Fighter K. Ooh, this is way more retro. Even if it's not. Let's do arcade to start. Why are we connected? Is that how that works? I honestly thought I was going to be playing this on my own. Oh, did my side ship take it? So everybody only has 5 lives. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Ah! I kind of get the idea. So it seems like the game is like really bomb focused too. So not only do you have this like weird setup thing, but the game is like seems like pretty heavily bomb focused since you can switch bombs and stuff like that. I mean, like, you know, especially with like retro style games, they wholeheartedly did not care about how you felt. So it's understandable, I think. I do like the idea of combining though. I find that really neat. Like doing what I just did right now, where I was like, I took myself apart and then put myself back to the side to make a different gun. I think that's really neat. Like combining, I want to play R-Type. R-Type's a popular one. I've not played R-Type before, but I know the name very much so. Oh, you can fail to kill things? That's pretty funny. Oops. I did not have as much invincibility as I thought I would. That sucks. I think part of it is also that, like, combining is really neat, but, like, I think this game might be entirely better with other people. Here's another thing, is that, like, now that green has all the bombs, I actually have no ability to use them, even though I'm playing a single-player version of the game. That kind of annoys me, actually. I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of want to go back to Stardust Galaxy Warriors. It's Quad Fighter might be a fine game, but it's just very difficult for me. Oops. Yeah, I might not. I think it's partly that I'm just not good enough to play the Quad Fighter. That you probably just need a really discerning eye for that sort of stuff. It's probably the fact that I'm not very good at games and shmups in general. That's really keeping me from like really experiencing the game. But this was a lot of fun. Might be way more interesting once you know way more about shmups, but for me, like I was saying before, like it was super nice to have the idea that like, oh, I didn't really have to like, in this game, I didn't really have to focus on like being perfect on all my spacing because I could take a few hits and recover. That part was really, really nice. Oh, I took way too much damage on the shield. Oh no. That was a mistake. I was trying to be cheeky and use the spread shot up close. What's their ability? Oh, they freeze things? That seems kind of good. Up close spread shot. Things I only know from other video games. From like when I played Cuphead and stuff. I guess it's pretty, it's not, maybe it's like a much more natural thing than I might think it is, right? Might be very easy for your brain to explain why it knows how to use a spread shot up close to do more damage. It's charging something up. Oh. I do not remember anything from what I played the first time. Oh, that tractor is sucking me in. I did not expect that. Oh! Oh! I don't expect that. Like the slash thing too? I 100% don't expect that. Oh my god, I took so much. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Ah! I totally didn't know how to deal with that pattern. That sucked. That was unfortunate. I think this was the guy that had the ability to negate bullets around him. Oh, look, this track's sick! Oh, this is a different shotgun. It's like more shotgunning. Also, I think this game speaks to a very innate love I have about a lot of video games, which is that I just like seeing big numbers. I like seeing a lot of numbers, or I like seeing big numbers. It makes you feel like you're doing something. I like this, the little drone ability. They shoot some little blue balls at them. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. I wasn't looking at the pattern at all. Oh, no! Darn it! God, the music in this game is so good. Yeah, man, the music is so good. It feels like I'm getting, like, pseudo DDR music in this while I'm playing. Given my record previously to this, I think I could probably go until my next death. Oh, there it is. I got exploded.